All right, I know we said 9 o'clock, but I'm going to start this thing a little bit early. Let people start trickling in while I do the things I need to do as far as like sharing these things wherever we need to go. So as you guys come in, welcome. I got some business to handle in the next 5 minutes sharing this broadcast wherever I need to share it. So, yeah, go on and roll the comments in like I see my boy E-Money. Go ahead and get it in over there on Periscope. So it may look like I'm a little distracted. It's because I am. All right. Hope everybody's day was good. Mondays normally kick everybody in the butt, but it is what it is, right? You got to do it. So screw it. We're not even going to share it. If you guys, I know all my Georgia followers and fans, if you guys want to take this broadcast and throw it into all those Facebook groups that everybody's all in, feel free to do so. So let's get it started. The point of tonight is to give you guys an opportunity to ask questions while we go through what Georgia did on offense on Saturday. Look, they struggled for the whole first half. Let's not even mince words here. They struggled on offense for the first half, and a lot of it was missed assignments from what I saw. Things that you can control, things that you can fix, things that you can clean up pretty quickly as long as you get in there, get in what we're doing right now, get in on the film and identify the mistakes and clean them up. Find out where guys are, maybe not understanding the concepts fully and get in there and fix it. Look, one thing I'll tell you from watching film all day today, well, not all day today. I spent about 3 hours on it today, but watched it twice, took notes both times. This is a complex system that Todd Monken's running, okay? From wide receivers down to offensive linemen and especially at the quarterback position, the things that he's doing are far more complex than most, college schemes. These are pro schemes that he's running on the college level. So it takes guys that are really tuned in and really, locked in on what their responsibilities are. So that's what we're going to be doing here tonight. Of course, feel free to throw in questions as you see fit, okay? Let's try to keep it film oriented. Don't ask me about JT Daniels. I don't know about JT Daniels. I know he's cleared, but I only know what Kirby Smart tells us, which ain't, much. So don't ask me those questions. If you want to ask questions, ask them about the tape that we're watching and what's going on. If you got some questions about scheme, I would be more than happy to put those in layman's terms. I know sometimes football can get a little complicated for people who didn't, play it as long as I did. And it seems really simple to me. So if I throw something out there that's really hard to understand or you may not understand it, feel free to get into the comments and let me know, and I'll try to break it down even simpler. I pride myself on making these things as simple as possible for the common viewer. So wherever you found us, I'd appreciate it if you share it, like it, thumbs up it, do all that good stuff, because that's how you show the support. Apart from just being here, A, I appreciate you for being here. B, if you would, please show some support by sharing the love so we can get everybody educated, because nothing worse than an uneducated fan on Twitter or on Facebook on Saturdays. We already got some questions coming in. So let's go ahead and get right into the tape. Normally on this kind of stuff, I've got my notes to the side. I'm pausing in between clips, getting my thoughts, gathered and whatnot. Tonight's a full live stream. We're going through this all in one clip, all in one run. So if I make a mistake or if the technology craps out on us, just be a little patient, okay? And if there's any, fuzzy feeds, let me know in the comments and we'll try to get it cleaned up as much as possible. But here's the thing. First thing I noticed about Monken in the very first offensive series, and we're not going to watch every series through and through. I got some things I want to highlight and point out to you, or else we'll be hours tonight. Can't do that just because I can't, okay? And I don't want you guys here for that long either. But the first thing I noticed about him, we talked about the complexity of it at the very beginning of the show. You're going to see it right here on this first drive. They go 10 personnel, which is one back, no tight ends. They go 11, which is one back, one tight end. They go 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends within the first 4 or 5 plays, okay? So this kind of stuff, a long time to get installed, all right? So with a really condensed offseason with what we had going on with COVID, it's expected to have these guys bust some assignments like we're going to be going through right here. Again, these are all things that are going to need to be cleaned up by next week. But first thing you're going to notice, as right off the top, we get technical difficulties. Isn't that about right? Okay, first thing you notice, they're going to send James Cook into motion right now. What that does is it takes this outside linebacker and empties him out of the box. It makes him run with it. First, man-to-man indicator. It's the first thing you need to know. They're running man-to-man because that linebacker just blitzed out of the box, just jetted out of the box to run with him. Now, what you also need to know is this is designed by Todd Monken. They ran this play twice. This is a designed quarterback draw. Now, this gets called back for a brutal hold right here by Justin Schaefer. But all it is we're trying to get 5 hats on 5 hats, a la 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offensive linemen from Georgia, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Mike from Arkansas. 5-man box, right? Nice and simple. We've got an extra man because we've got a ball carrier in Dwan Mathis. And this is the biggest run they had of the day, apart from Zamir White's run in the second half. All right. Now, again, technical difficulties. You guys got to bear with me on this stuff. It's not made to be live streaming like this. So, again, quarterback design draw, getting the box lightened for the play that you want to run. That's something we didn't see very often last year at Georgia. Just a nice, simple play design. Again, Justin Schaefer just shoots this play in the foot for the hold right there. Now, very next clip, I believe it is. We're going to go to 26 right here. 26 seconds on this highlight tape. Very next one. We're into 12 personnel. Like we talked about, we got one receiver all the way down here. One thing you'll notice is the spacing of this Todd Monken offense is way, way different than anything you've seen at Georgia. They're trying to really use the full 53.5 yards in terms of the width of the field. But now we're into 12 personnel. Fitz right here in the tight end position. Darnell Washington down with his hand down in the ground. Okay, this is 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. So when you hear that, now you know. I'm not going to explain it the rest of the night. Sorry for you guys jumping in and out. So what I want you to see here is we've got to identify the blitz if we're Dwan Mathis right here. Okay, number one indicator of a slot blitz is this right here. Okay, see this safety walk down over this outside linebacker? I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, that outside linebacker is coming. All right, Georgia's trying to run play action boot right here, but we can't do this, or at least Fitz needs to figure it out. We can't do this if we're getting a blitz fired into our face off the play action. Okay, I don't care how great of an athlete you are, that's going to blow up that play if we don't get it licked. Now, Fitz is there. Fitz can pick that up. He's just got to hinge back. Y'all seeing that? 86 right here. He can make this block if the quarterback or somebody has the wherewithal to identify this guy right here and the safety stacked over the top of him. You cannot have this on 1st and 10 when we've got an easy play licked up where we're trying to get our quarterback, our freshman quarterback, a nice easy completion at the start of the game. But again, you see the versatility and the looks. Heavy play action, right? Look how heavy this is. This is supposed to be a spread offensive coordinator. Everybody thinks they're going air raid. They come out here first series of the game and go heavy, hard play action. And look, if he could get set up, y'all remember that Lawrence Cager play against Florida, the cover 3 zone beater? Look at Darnell Washington up there. Okay, he's wide open, but we've got no time because we didn't get the blitz identified off of the snap. So those are the little things we've got to pay attention to when we're trying to play a game of football, especially if we're playing the quarterback position. All right, very next play, 2nd and 10 right here. That we talked about on the YouTube channel. I don't know if everybody's seen it. What we call Mike identification. We call this calling the point of the attack, where the offensive line is working to. Now, my history as a center, is my history as an offensive lineman, is my history as a guy who controls play action and controls pass protection and all those good things, which is what your centers should be doing, especially with a young quarterback. I don't like to cross the running backs in pass pro, meaning I don't want to take the running back who's lined up on the left right here and make him cross the formation to pick up the other linebacker. So what I would do right here is I would call this inside linebacker the point, the Mike, right? We call Mike 31, Mike 31. The center's supposed to be yelling that out. Why? Because the left guard right here in Justin Schaefer, the center, the right guard, and the right tackle. These 4 on this down lineman, we're going to leave Jamari Sawyer, our best offensive lineman, I believe, and you're going to see it on tonight's tape. Our best offensive lineman in a one-on-one, got-to-win situation there on the backside. That's the easiest way to do it. Everybody else blocking down, which leaves the running back nice and cleaned up to pick up bumper pool right here. We always want to block bigs with bigs littles with littles. Okay, guys, if that makes any sense. We don't want to leave running backs on defensive linemen. It's just not a good case and not a winnable position to be putting a young guy in and a small guy in. So let's watch the blitz pick up right here. Okay. It's actually a run. Nonetheless, all these things apply right here when we're talking about ID and blitz pickup in the pass. Again, see, man, we're learning as we go. I don't typically do these on live streams. This is the mic identification play I was talking about. See, what ends up happening is James Cook is awfully confused about who he's supposed to be going to. And in this case, we don't want to cross the back. We've got this right here. What did we tell you about this, guys? Or this earlier, guys? He's coming. All right. This guy ends up running free, this defensive end with his hand down on the line of scrimmage. He ends up running free because Owen Condon's skating all the way out to get this guy. So what I would have done is I would have called the same thing. I would have called this the mic, and we would have had 1, 2, 3, 4 with a chip from Fitz on this guy coming off the edge against 1, 2, 3, and 4 with this either being the hot or where we're picking up. So watch what happens. We don't get a clean mic ID. James Cook's guessing at this point, and we get a free runner on the quarterback who, by the way, I don't mean to call out the opposition. We're here to call out Georgia stuff. This dude has no awareness of who he's rushing against right here. He doesn't even unzip his feet. He just sprints straight towards his face. And everybody's seen this by now. Bumper Pool gets, oh my God, he gets him licked up on the sideline. Heard some people saying that this is, personal foul, targeting, whatnot. Stop. Don't give this kid an excuse right here. Watch how lazily he runs out of bounds. Right now, he has no clue this dude's about to come lick him up. He's got no idea. And he lazily, tries to get out of bounds, never really does, and gets licked up on the sideline. That's stuff that we cannot happen. I wrote about it on Sunday. It's called stick awareness is what I call it. All right. You got to know where the sticks are. The first down sticks, as everybody calls them. And you got to know where the hit sticks are. I'm telling you right now, Bumper Pool's got a hit stick with him. He just hit the right analog stick up for those of you that play Madden and NCAA. That's a big lick. We can't take that. We got to get out of bounds. You'll never see good scramblers in the NFL take that hit, ever. I'm telling you right now, Russell Wilson in his 7-8-year career has never been hit that hard. You can't find me the clip of it happening. All right, let's jump all the way to 118 on the timesheet down here. Let me read my notes right quick while the play before runs. All right. This is the first bust that we're going to find right here. Okay. This is a design screen pass. They ran this twice on Saturday. This is a flat out bust from Ben Cleveland. All right. What I assume to be the play design here, and we're going to see it later when, if you guys remember, Ben Cleveland got hit in the back with a pass on a very similar play. They're just trying to run Kenny McIntosh on a little angle right here, get both guards out while everyone gets beat up field, get both guards out to get on the mic and to ultimately get on the free safety when they get there. Okay. Schaefer gets out. He knows we got a screenplay going. Cleveland got no clue, it appears, because what he's going to do is take his guy and damn near block him into Kenny McIntosh. Kenny McIntosh has to make his own daggone man miss. Justin Schaefer, watch this big joker right here. He completely whiffs on Bumper Pool. Bumper Pool makes a tackle for -1. Okay, this is the stuff that you can't happen on 2nd and 12. Offensive coordinators trying to help your guy out. Look at all the space that would have happened if this dude, number 74, and I don't know if this, to me, this looks like a missed assignment. All right, because this guy's engaged. He's not trying to get beat upfield. Look at everybody else. Everybody else is trying to get beat upfield. Trey Hill trying to get beat upfield. Owen Condon trying to get beat upfield. Ben Cleveland locked on, engaged, driving his guy into the point. That kind of stuff can't happen on 2nd and 12. Now we got a 3rd and 12, freshman quarterback, first start ever. He's already gotten his lights lit up on the sideline, and now we're on a 3rd and 12. Absolutely cannot have that kind of stuff. Let's see here. 144. Let's go to the pick. Let's go to the interception and address this right quick. I've already heard about it. Kirby's already told everybody this wasn't DeJuan Mathis's fault. All right. What I do want to point out here, since I've been ragging on offensive linemen already, this is a good stunt pickup. Arkansas was doing a lot of funny stuff when these 5 defensive linemen in tight yardage situations, pinned up against the goal line, they went what we call bear front. All right. They put a 0, which is head up on the center. They put 2 4 eyes, which you see right here, inside of the tackle. They walked both outside linebackers up. We call this a bear front. Why? Because the 1985 Chicago Bears made this famous right here. That's why it's called the bear front. It doesn't look like a bear. Okay. It's just the bear front. Football terminology is like everything else. It's been passed down over the years. And this is why. This is the guy who made it famous. Now, all they're trying to do is get one-on-one situations with everybody that's walked up. Or they're trying to get a game where this guy might drop out, which I believe he does here, and this guy adds on into the pressure. Or this guy drops out, and this guy adds on to the pressure. Trying to make a confused look. As an offensive line, what you have to call here is, you'll hear it on Sundays too, especially now that there's no fans in the stands. It's all audio. Great teaching point for guys who are watching and gals who are watching football on Sundays. Listen to what the quarterback's saying. Some of this stuff you'll pick up on tonight. What we would call right here is 5-0. Basically, my 5 got your 5. 5-0, 5-0. Some people think it means the police. In football, it's a pass protection call. Same thing for Ringos, Luckies, Rhinos, anything, R's and L's. That's probably an indication of your offensive line doing something that they typically don't do. 5-0, same thing. Everybody's got the guy in front of them. The center's got this guy. The right guard's got the inside 4-eye technique. The tackle has the outside backer. Same thing on the flip side. Center's got the 0 in a man-to-man situation. Guard's got this guy out in front of him. Tackle has the guy walked up. Now, if anybody goes away, you shrink space, stay on the same level with the guy next to you. This kind of stuff, bad. This kind of stuff, good. Okay? That's why we can't do this stuff on podcasts. You can't hear me. You can't see. Well, you can hear me. You can't see me. So what's going to end up happening is this guy drops out immediately. So now it's a 4-man pressure. But you see this guy wrapping in. Watch what Trey Hill does. This is incredible. Boom. You see it? Now, I think we get an end zone cut of this. No, we don't. Again, watch it one more time from the top, and then we'll address what happened with Dwan Mathis, which Kirby's already said. Anyways, this guy's going to work into the guard. Defensive end's going to attack the tackle. Outside linebacker's going to wrap all the way back into A-gap. This is not 9 times out of 10. This hits if the defensive line is doing well. The only time it doesn't, if the center's head is on a swivel and he's got feet like Trey Hill does right here. Watch it. Trey passes off the guard, boom, and then picks up the blitz. Now, let's address the pick. This is simple. Jermaine Burton's just got to sit. He's got to sit right now. He's got to stop, okay? I'm going to hold my marker right here on where he should stop and watch where the balls end up throwing. Balls are right there, okay? So, nice, easy, should have been completion. Now, it's not the only mistake Jermaine Burton makes on this play. Somebody else in the audience tell me what's wrong with this. Go ahead. Feel free to comment. I know you guys can't auditorily talk back to me, but hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's 3rd and 6. If y'all can't see that down here, it is 3rd and 6. This guy is not at the sticks. He is not getting to the first down marker anyway. So even if he set it down where he's supposed to, the corner tackles him for, 4th and 2. Again, right here, my guy, paying attention. I like it right here. You got to get to the sticks. Jonathan Williams, he's the second one to say it. You got to get to the sticks, all right? So not only do you have to run the correct route, not only do you have to sit it down where you're supposed to when the coverage indicates it, but you have got to get to the sticks. Nonetheless, a mistake you cannot have in the red zone right here down 7 to start this football game. But all in all, great pickup by Trey Hill, bad execution by Jermaine Burton, who's my guy. Y'all know that. I'll defend him, but right there, that's indefensible. Can't have that. All right, on to our next one. Oh, I want to show this look. I don't really have much to talk about it, but I want to show this look because I bet your bottom dollar, as Annie would say. I bet your bottom dollar Todd Monken's got something for this. Watch this. Heavy play action fake. We're just running fits in here to the flat. This is the hard thing about watching tape on TV cuts. I can't see what the wide receivers are doing. So most of what we're going to talk about tonight is up front, which I think was where most of the problems were on Sundays. When they got cleaned up in the second half, the ball started getting to move. But anyways, here's what I want to show you. They're just running fake inside zone left with Fitz coming back on the split zone, getting into the flat. And I believe they're running the comeback right here down on the bottom to George Pickens. And Jermaine Burton, who I believe this is right here, is just running his guy off to give Mathis a clean cut to Pickens down there on the bottom. Okay, but what I want you to see, and I guarantee you, mark my words, Todd Monken will do this very, very soon. Watch what this corner does. See that? See him bail? Look at all this green grass over here. And look at number 6 right here standing all by himself. He even turns around. I guarantee you Georgia will hit this at some point this season. And when they do, I hope somebody comes back and screenshots this or screen records it, because I guarantee you Monken's got this into the system, into the boundary. All Mathis has to do is stop, plant his feet, get the ball back across the field, and they are smoked. Jamari Sawyer can get up on the defensive back. 6. See you. To the cribbo. All right, so just mark that one down in your head or on your notebook, whatever you want to do. I guarantee you Monken comes back to that at the end of the season or some point in the season. All right, where are we going next? I had notes on every single one of you. Yep, told you. Look, I don't even need to see it. Look what Burton's doing, running him off. Man, someone called me arrogant. I'm just good. All right, I think this is a total misread, unless this is an automatic give. So what you guys need to understand about read options, it's the key term, read pass option. Everybody wants to say RPOs, yada, 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 whatever. All right, what you need to know is, yeah, there's RPOs built in, but there's also offensive coordinators telling their quarterbacks that they've got what we call automatic gives, where no matter the situation, no matter what you see, you are to give that football. You are to hand that football off. I don't care. You pull it, I'm pulling you, basically. So unless this is an automatic give, this is a flat-out misread by D'Wan Mathis right here. So what they're doing is they're running inside zone, but they're pulling Fitzpatrick for quarterback counter as well. This is a play Lamar Jackson runs phenomenally. He's playing right now on Monday night. I guarantee you they've ran this play at least once. So watch it. He hands the ball off, but what I want you to see is, look, man, Fitz has got this licked up. He's going to block that guy. If D'Wan keeps this ball, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Because this guy can flat out go. We know that. But look how much space, man, which leads me to believe it's either an automatic give or a flat out misread. That's all there is to it. But, you know, I tweeted today, Owen Condon, yikes. This is why, guys. Owen Condon he's just going to have to forget this game. He's going to have to bury it deep where he puts all of his demons, all of his skeletons in the closet. He needs to put this one in it. They're in a two-man surface right here on inside zone, which means these two got these two. Ain't no questions about it. That's their assignment. That is your assignment, period, unless they cross your face. So watch Owen Condon not bring his feet at the point of contact right here. And boom, right on his face. Guess who makes the tackle? Number 5. That's just that can't happen. I know people make mistakes. I know it happens, but hey, bud, you got a guy behind you in Warren McClendon who played his flat out butt off Saturday. And if he ain't starting, I ain't good at what I do. At least I'd start him. They got their own motives. They got their own decisions. They get to see what happens Monday through Friday. I don't. So, yeah, it did look rough. The real Sean PG. Let me get you in here. It did look rough, and we'll stop for a second and take some comments and questions. It didn't look great, but I think this stuff's all cleanable. I think we can get it cleaned up, or they can get it cleaned up, because a lot of it to me was missed assignments, bad execution. I'm gonna show you some stuff on Trey Hill that I think they're doing him a disservice too, because I don't think he quite knows the full system. So let's get that comment out of here. We're going on to the next one because we got to roll. We're already at 26 minutes on tonight's show. Let's see what this is. Good question here from the Sacred Grove. So you think it's a matter of the O-line getting better and D'Wan still, I guess, needing to learn or in learn mode and can be a championship team if cleaned up? I'm not here to make championship predictions. telling you right now, this football team shows up Saturday, they're down 21-0 at halftime against Auburn. That's what it is. I know the defense is great, but if they play like this in the first half, they're going to get smoked in the first half. Because they're going to be putting the defense in bad field position all day long because they're not going to be able to move the ball. I don't care who's at quarterback. They clean this stuff up in the second half, which is why they move the ball. But yeah, I do think the sky is the limit. I think this is very, very early on. And again, we're talking about a very condensed offseason, and we're talking about guys who, just don't quite understand the offense yet. And it's a very, very complex offense. Now, this is a flat-out miss. I was asked today what I thought about Todd Monken's performance. This is Todd Monken doing what he does best. Okay? Let's start it from the top. I'm going to tell you what happens because I've seen it. What they're doing right here is Pickens is running the post, but he's really a decoy. They're running cover 3. Okay, watch. This safety is going to go back to the middle field. Other safety is going to walk down. Either cover 3 or man, either way, this guy right here, Kearis Jackson, is the intended target right here, and it is wide open on the wheel route. Pickens is running the post. Kearis is running the out and up, or the wheel, if you want to call it. And this is flat out bad by Owen Condon. Watch this right tackle. You can't do it. This is 2 plays in a row on this film study where Owen Condon's costing. He didn't. Dewan not pulling the ball cost the last one. But this is the first actual real shot they're trying to take. And watch what happened. Boom. Look at this guy. He is sinking. Kearis is running past that. Pickens has done a great job doing his part of being a decoy. Look how wide. Look how wide open. But we can't set our feet and we can't throw this football. So there it is, right? That's not on number 2. And look at that throw, even off his back foot. He still puts – this is a catchable ball on the sideline. Look at that ball placement, guys. That is phenomenal. To not only avoid the sack, but to give your wide receiver just at least a damn chance. That is insanity. Now this, we saw some bad inside zone runs, okay? Some real bad inside zone runs on the first half. This is what it's supposed to be doing. That's a good play. Now I don't like James Cook doing this. Now I see what he's seeing. Excuse me. I see what he's seeing. I know he sees big, 4 defensive backs coming to his face. But what is this? What are you? Are you a quarterback on Sundays? But hey, we got a hat on a hat out here. This is when Warren Erickson came into the game, by the way. If you can't tell by the offensive production. Look at this hole. Look at this hole. It didn't look like that the first quarter. I don't know if it was a combination of Cleveland and Schaefer, but that right there is Warren Erickson making a play for his offense. Let's move on to the next one. I want to hit 353 because this was my favorite clip. You guys know my background. I'm an offensive line guy, which means I'm just a fat boy at heart. Always will be, even though, I don't play anymore. First of all, everybody went nuts on Twitter. They all wanted they wanted Georgia to run toss sweep all day long. It's all great, but toss sweep in this type of design only works a couple of times. So you better hit it when it happens. So what they're doing here is they're really just baiting this defensive end. What Jamari's doing is stepping inside, selling inside zone, making this guy go flat down the line of scrimmage, and then watch him. He's just going to slap him down on his face. And then watch this 315-pound man run out here like a dancing bear, side straddling and getting hands on that much more athletic. That dude's wearing 28. Jamari Sawyer ain't got no business running with that joker in open space. This, to me, is also on Cook right here. Okay? Everybody's licked up. You've got to do your part. Everybody's done theirs. Everybody has done their job. Your job is to make the first defender miss. That's your job as a running back. And we're going to see Zamir White do it later. That's your job. You've got to make that guy miss. If you want to play on Sundays, hell, if you want to play on Saturdays in Georgia's backfield, you got to do that. Darnell Washington, watch this right here. These DBs don't want this, man. They just rather tell coach they set the edge. And, this is a business decision, as my coaches would say. Watch this corner right here. I'm just going to lay down, coach. I appreciate you. We'll see you next snap. All right, here we go. We're getting into Stetson. Watch this. Here they go jet empty here. Again, same look we saw in the quarterback draw earlier. But watch how quick and decisive Stetson is. And here's what he's reading. Okay, he's going to see this inside linebacker. He box really lighten, and he's really checking safety rotation. Watch the safety right here move to the middle of the field. He just left the picture because he's in the middle of the field. So now what's that mean? That means George Pickens here on 1st and 15 has a, 8-yard cushion? Let's just take the easy money. Let's just do it. That's our best player on offense. Let's get him the ball. Hope he makes a man miss. 12-yard gain. Now we're back in a manageable 2nd and 7. 8-yard gain, not a 12-yard gain. Let's see what we're going to next. We're going to 429. We're going to watch this. You guys enjoying this? I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Here, let's see what we got. Numbers game. Simple. Okay. A lot of what spread systems and spread, concepts are all about is playing numbers. Look at all the guys near or on the line of scrimmage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. 7 guys near the line of scrimmage. We got this dude hang player, this guy way the hell off, and the backside safety against receivers. So we're running RPO. This is a real RPO. It's really just a run pass. There is no option for the quarterback here because Stetson's in the game. Watch how quickly he makes this decision. He's counted the numbers. He can do easy math. Get the ball out, put it in Kearis Jackson's hands. Let's get 6 yards. I mean, it can be that simple. 8 yards. It can really be that simple. Just get the ball out of your hands, count the numbers in the box, make the correct reads. That's all they're asking the quarterback to do in this system. Now, this next clip I got for you is a flat out cannot. We talked about critical busts, critical misses. This is one of them right here. We got a 2nd and 2. Trey Hill's in at right guard. Remember what I told you earlier? I told you he's going to make some mistakes. This is one of them. And I don't know if it's on him. I didn't see Trey Hill make alignment and assignment mistakes at center. I saw a lot of them at right guard, which tells me, yeah, he might have played it during camp, but he probably wasn't really retaining the information. If you're going to swing like this, if you're going to go from left guard to center to right guard, well, by God, you have to know all 5 positions and know them extremely well, extremely well. So what's going to happen right here is they're running inside zone to the left right here. So the backside on this inside 2-eye technique that's standing, and this is why you got to have the all 22, but I can see it. It makes it really hard for you guys to see. Everyone's blocking this way on their 45-degree angles. We call this playing half a man. So if you're the front side of the combo, and watch me here, we'll get it on the big screen right here. All right. So if you're on the front side of the combo, okay, we're working this way. The guy behind me, if there's a defensive lineman right here, I have to get my chest on his left shoulder, okay? My right tackle in this case is going to come take that over as we move on. That's a combo block. 2 guys blocking one into the next. We're going to see a perfect example of it here in a little bit, but I just wanted to, explain to you what you're about to see. So what Trey thinks right here is he's got help. He thinks he's got a combo block. Watch him. Keep your eyes on this right guard. Was playing center. This guy with the white cleats blocked up against this guy. What he doesn't understand is, or maybe he's just not thinking correctly, Owen's got a guy in his gap to the left of him. He's got to take him. So you're not getting any help right here, Trey Hill. You've got to stay on. If you can see right now, he thinks he's going to the linebacker. Look, he's up here blocking nobody. So who ends up making the play? The guy Trey Hill was blocking originally. That's not an execution mistake. What that is that's a bust. We call that a bust, not knowing your assignment. That's an assignment mistake right there. And on 2nd and 2, cannot have it. And we're going to see an even worse one. That 4th and 1 that Georgia didn't convert, that's on number 86. And we're going to watch it here in a second. I want to show this because I'm weird like this. I want y'all to see You know how everybody wrote, including myself, you know how everybody wrote about how the defense loves Dwan Mathis. Dwan Mathis won the team over. They like this guy too. And watch it. This is a 4th and 2. He's going to scramble for the first down. First of all, great play. Watch the sideline. Watch this dude, Jordan Davis, this dude, Julian Rochester, and this dude, Jermaine Johnson. Just watch. Good job, bud. Good job, bud. Go get him. Okay? May seem like a little thing. I pay attention to these little things. These are important. Okay? Because if they didn't rock with that dude, if they didn't, want to go to battle with that guy, he runs out of bounds on 4th down, and they're like, nah, man. That's 3 hats on that hat, or 3 hands on that hat. Giving him some pat and giving him some love and telling him to go back at it and go get them. Little things. Those little things to me, as an evaluator, as a guy who watches these tapes, those are the things I pick up on. And to me, those are the important things that most people miss. Let's see here. Let's get to the 4th and 1 on Fitz so I can tear him a new one right quick because I know Coach is too. All right, so in this bunch look a lot Saturday, what they were doing is they were blocking out with the tackle, blocking down with the guard, creating this big old space in B gap, and then inserting Fitzpatrick in for this linebacker that's standing right here. Okay? So let's take a look. Watch what Fitz does. Fitz blocks Condon's butt. It's right there. It's clear as day for him. Look, Trey Hill's blocking down. I hope y'all can see this. Here, let's make it a nice big screen for you. Trey's blocking down. Condon's blocking out. Fitz has the perfect insert right here on 4th and 1 to meet hat on hat and get this blocked. And watch what happens. Guy gets in there and forces Zamir to bounce. When what should have happened is instead of pushing your own guy off of his damn block, get in there and make your own. And now we got to bounce and we can't make the play. So critical misses. It's one thing to have blown assignments. It's another to have them on 4th and 1 when we're down 5 midway through the second quarter against Arkansas. Okay, those things just you can't do them. They got to clean that stuff up, and they're going to, I would imagine. Let's tear in Fitz some more. I know. It sounds bad. This is ID and Blitz right here. This is on everybody involved, including the quarterback. Let's get back into this shot. This is on everybody involved, whole squad, including the quarterback. We've got Blitz coming. It's clear as day. Look, what we talked about earlier, right? That stacked alignment from the safety and the outside backer. They ain't even faking it right now. They showing it to you. He's walked up. His butt is coming. So somebody's got to be the hot. And what that means is one of these wide receivers, ideally the guy closest to the line of scrimmage, he's got to occupy where the blitz is coming from. He's got to become the hot route for the quarterback. Anybody ever seen Wedding Crashers? Hot route, hot route, hot route. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. You got to find the hot. You got to know what's coming, and you got to be alert. So watch what ends up happening. Look at all this space. All he's got to do is do like this. Say, Stetson, blitz, hot, hot, hot. And then occupy the space, get your head around, boom. Quick completion. Now it's one-on-one with you and that safety. Instead, he comes out here and tries to run his actual stick route or whip route, and that just doesn't work. I think it's a pretty good pickup right here by James Cook. He knows the hot. He knows the guys coming off the edge. They've identified that they're working left. Left guard's got the guy over him. Condon's in a one-on-one situation with the guy over him. The center, the left guard, and the left tackle are all working these 3 guys on this 3-man surface. There's 6 guys walked up. You can only block 5 with the offensive line. I think it's a pretty dang good job here by James Cook. The bad part is watch Trey Hill. See how Trey Hill, and it's really, really hard to see him. Let's make a big screen again. See how Trey Hill's shoulders are turned right here in the middle? And this guy is running right into his gap. Got to keep our shoulders square in pass pro. Absolutely have to. It's the only way we're going to pick everything up, especially when they're throwing as much crap at us as they are right here. Can't turn our shoulders when we're blocking. Got to keep square. Everybody's got to stay on the same surface. Let's get back to this. Y'all like to see my face. I like to see mine too. So I'm going to add it into the screen. Right, Todd. Let's hit Darnell Washington's catch, because I know if I talk about all of his blocking and don't show you his receptions, y'all gonna be mad at me. At least Darnell is. Not that he watches this crap. Okay, end of half. They're running prevent. Everybody's back the hell off. There's this big old space in the open middle of the field. Let me tell you something right now. When we go to these camps as evaluators, the number one throw we want to see from quarterbacks is this throw right here, this bang eight. I want to see how hard and fast you can rip this ball into a tight window on this. What a bang eight is, it's a skinny post. It's what people used to call a skinny post. Now they call it a bang eight. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Somebody started calling it, so they started running it like that. All he's doing is, boom, running the skinny post right here into this void. And a big catch. And watch how physically he runs at the point or after the catch. Remember we just told you about keeping your shoulder square in blitz pickup and in pass protection? Trey Hill does this crap again, and it gets him caught. Shoulders are turned. They ran a game stunt on us. Stetson stood in there like the stud muffin he is and delivered this football, but he shouldn't have to take this hit. He should not. Everybody's got to get back, get on the same level, sort out the crap. Look, you know they're in prevent defense. You know they're only bringing 4, they're dropping 7. You know they're probably running some stunts and some games. So figure the crap out. Don't let this stuff happen. When this guy doesn't attack your face as a center, young centers out there, he's rapping. One is going to attack your face. They're not just going to let you stand there. I was just told Mecole Hardman just scored on a 49-yard touchdown. Wish it was Tyreek Hill. I got him on my fantasy team, but I'm sure you Georgia fans are screaming, "Go Dogs." So good for that. All right, we're done with the first half, I believe. We're going to watch the first 2 snaps of the second half because I just want y'all to notice. We talked whole first half, right? Offensive line getting stuffed. Nobody really getting pushed. Warren Erickson was getting pushed, but everybody else is kind of getting their face, or as my coach would say, I hope there's no kids here. If there are, earmuffs. Getting their shit shoved in. That's what my coach would say. This is not it. This is Georgia's offensive line playing with some attitude and getting people off the ball. Now look, guys are driving. We just picked up 7 yards on first down. That happened one time in the first half. Once. One time. They were in a 2nd and 3 one time with Dwan Mathis. You cannot win like that. You absolutely cannot win like that. Let's watch it one more time. Actually, screw it. You get the point. We'll go on to the next one. The next play, same thing. The next play, everybody gets their man off the ball on 2nd and 4, and we get into a very, very manageable 3rd and 2. Who's losing here? Trey Hill's losing again. It's really just it's a good job by Arkansas's defensive line. They're holding everybody. They're stacking and shedding like they're supposed to. That's good work. Sometimes you got to tip your cap, but we still gain some yardage right there. Let's go to 7:26. This very next play. This play on 2nd and 5. Somebody's wrong here. I don't know who it is. It's either Jamari Sawyer or it's John Fitzpatrick on this play action look. Or on this inside zone look. So what typically happens here, they're running split zone, which if you follow me on Twitter, you know how much I hate split zone. But I get it because all the play action looks come off of it. That's why they run it. Fitz is supposed to come back and pick up the in man on the line of scrimmage. Some coaches will write that EMOL, in man on line. All right. But what you need to know as a tackle, this is probably the guy you were working to anyways. So let's just hinge block. And what a hinge block is, you just turn back and you've got this guy that you've already got leveraged. Instead, what Jamari does is he runs down and tries to get this backer after chipping this defensive end. And look what happens. Justin Schaefer's already working to him. Schaefer identified that guy as his. So somebody's either not communicating or they don't know. Man on, man outside. You got a man on and a man outside. We've only got one guy for those 2 guys. So what do you have to do? You have to hinge block. This is a missed assignment. In my book, the way I know how to run split zone, that's a missed assignment. Okay? I mean, hell, if we're gonna touch him, we might as well stay on him. Just turn back, hinge right now, and we can get this guy blocked up with John Fitzpatrick. But guess who makes the play? The guy we just, as my coach would say, titty blocked. That don't do us no good. Turn back on him, hinge on him. Trey Hill getting his junk stuffed in right now. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, the hardest thing to do is step right on inside zone, thinking you're gonna have half a man, and then getting that 3 technique spiking right into your face. Watch this 3 technique and how hard he slants right here on this play. He comes right into Trey Hill's mouth. Boom. And then drives him back. I'm going to tell you right now, I played 42 games in college. I lost that rep almost every single time. You can't do anything but what Trey did. Gather him, try not to let him make the play, and move on to the next down. Live to fight another day. Let's go to 739. I got a commenter here. My boy James Crump telling us that Trey had a horrible game. Here's my thing. I don't think that's the case. I think, he didn't play well. Don't get me wrong. None of these guys did, except for Jamari Sawyer and Warren McClendon, in my opinion. Those are the only 2 guys that played well on Saturday up front. But what I will tell you is he wasn't ready to play multiple positions, in my opinion. If they would have left him at center, he's fine. One of those snaps isn't on him. The second one, guys, it's bound to happen. The guy played center all year last year, didn't have a damn bad snap one, and they stayed in the shotgun a ton. So I don't really want to hear anything about that. What you can bring to me is watch the tape and tell me that he had a bunch of missed assignments, which is what we just showed you. Execution was there. When he was going to the right places, he dominated for the most part. To me, that's a little bit of a reach. It looks bad. Don't get me wrong. But most of if offensive linemen get beat, it looks horrible anyways. Everybody wants to crack on them because that's all you see. You only see the bad. You don't see the good. Let's show you the good. I'm going to show you Trey Hill good right here on the next snap. How about them apples? This is how you're supposed to run inside zone, folks. This is how you're supposed to block the first level into the second level. If you've ever ran inside as an offensive lineman or even as a back, the first thing they do is teach you to be patient. We got to block the first level into the second level. We got to take these 4 guys into these 2 guys and make sure they cannot be right. That's exactly what happens right here. So what you're going to see is these 2, the left guard and the left tackle, are in one-on-one situations out here. The center is in a half-man combo block with the backside guard, which means these 2, the center and the right guard, who has been in Cleveland, I believe, right here, is going to hit the nose into the mic right here. That's who they've identified as the point. This combo is working here. Condon is chipping and sifting to the backside linebacker. Watch. Whoop. All right, first of all, Samir's back. If y'all ain't noticed, Samir White is back. He is so back. I didn't see this at all last year. Not once. He jump cuts 2 guys right here. Boom, puts that guy on his face. Boom, put that guy on his face. All we saw and all we heard last year from Zamir White out of camp, during the season, post-game press conferences, all you heard about was how nobody wanted to tackle him. He's too physical. 6'2", 230 pounds, too physical. That's not what made Zamir White the number 1 back in the country in 2017 when he came out of high school. That wasn't it. What made him the number 1 back out of high school is this crap right here. This jump cut is phenomenal. We're going to show you some more later. And we got a commenter here from Jeremiah Todd. Yeah, he is. His knees are back. Boom, right there. That's one right knee. That's another right knee. That's phenomenal. Watch the end zone cut, though. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about blocking inside zone correctly. Okay, here's the one-on-one blocks we were talking about. Left tackle, Jamari Sawyer on a one-man surface, or on a two-man surface out here. He's one-on-one. Justin Schaefer in a one-on-one. But watch this guy. You see his number 55 and Ben Cleveland? First of all, tremendous pad level right here from Ben Cleveland. Watch this combo block. Watch what it does to this linebacker. He's guessing. He don't know what the hell to do. He can't. This guy at the down lineman is getting pushed into his feet. He's getting put into his lap. They never even have to come off on him. He blocked himself. Boom, jump cut. That's how you block inside zone. That's how combos are supposed to be ran. Got to be patient on the down lineman. Man, I feel bad that I keep bumping on Condon. All right. Play action right here. It's going to be play action. Same stuff. Remember we talked about split zone? This is the kind of look. Hey, guys, we've seen 11 personnel. We've seen 12 personnel. We've seen 10 personnel. We've seen empty. How about 2 backs in the backfield? This ain't no surprise if you pay attention to dogsdaily.com. We've been telling you Coach Monken going to put 2 backs in the backfield all summer. Since he signed his deal in January, we've been talking about this look right here. And they did it midway through the third quarter. This is what we call this would be 21 personnel. Actually, it's 20 personnel. I don't see a tight end on the field. 20 personnel. This never happens. Georgia hadn't ran this in years. Not even with 2 of the greatest backs in college football, and Sony Michel and Nick Chubb. Never really got them on the field at the same time. They're going to do it at Georgia this year. But anyways, watch what happens right here with Owen Condon. He's got a guy inside leverage of him. They're all moving to the left. Watch the action from the offensive lineman. They're all moving left, all of them. Now, why on God's green earth are you going to let the guy that's lined up with inside leverage of you, knowing you're going left, why on God's green earth would you let him cross your face? That makes no damn sense. No offensive coordinator's drawing that up for this right here to happen, because watch what happens. This guy ain't coming after the quarterback. He's got Kenny McIntosh in man-on-man situations. This dude has no responsibilities except to hit Stetson Bennett as hard as he freaking can. And now we got to throw the ball away. Again, there's just no need to let this guy, you've got him. Attack his upfield shoulder and do not let him get across from you. It's number 1 rule on backside blocking on play action protection. You cannot let the inside man of you your face because there's no one to block him. Ugh, that frustrates me. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm not a Georgia fan. I'm a football guy and I'm an offensive line guy. That stuff right there ticks me off. Let's show some good. The very next clip is some really good stuff. Watch this left side work in unison. These guys have been playing together for a little while in backup duties all throughout the years. Watch Justin Schaefer right here and Jamari Sawyer. Look, they got 1, 2, 3 on their side of the football. They don't really know who's coming. They don't know who's dropping. It's a guessing game. But what you can do is you can set back on even levels. Look, they're on dead even levels. The guy that was over Schaefer just stunted in. Instead of following with his eyes, he kept his eyes right. He kept his eyes in his gap. Okay, his gap is B gap. Jamari's is C. Nobody's really threatening Jamari's C gap right now. So what's he going to do? He's going to help his buddy out. He's going to stay close to Justin Schaefer until he gets pressure. And watch what happens when he gets pressure. Boom, bounces right off. That is absolutely phenomenal. And that ball right there on 3rd and 7 doesn't get completed without that right there. That's who they're trying to get after. They're trying to make this left guard do this and turn to his right and chase the guy that went across his face instead of staying disciplined in his gap, which is B gap on this pass pro. That's great stuff. That's a winning rep. 3rd and 7, my boy Jermaine Burton making up for it. All right, let's see here. I think this is the touchdown to John Fitzpatrick. I've already seen this on Twitter. Somebody is talking about stuff they don't know. That's just downright what it is. This is empty, guys, but it's 11. It's 11 personnel. Tight end in the game. This is a running back up here, y'all. This is Kenny McIntosh out of empty. Georgia would have never done this under old Coley. All right, they just wouldn't do this. I guarantee you, 1st and goal last year, you know what they're doing? They're running inside zone. They're going to get stuffed, and then they're going to run it again on 2nd down, and they're probably going to get stuffed, and then they're going to try to throw the ball on 3rd down, either get sacked or force an incompletion. On comes Hot Rod for 3 points. Tell me I'm wrong, Georgia fans. If I'm wrong, the comments are right there. Tell me I'm wrong. But that's exactly what it's been the last 3 or 4 years. So this is different. 1st and goal. This is a dude that is a modern play caller. This is an analytics-based play caller right here. All right. All they're doing is they're running Burton on a corner route, or older people would call that a flag route. They're running two hitches with number one wide receiver. It's actually number 6 out there. They're running a hitch at the goal line, a hitch at the goal line from Fitz. They're running an out and a straight fade down here at the bottom to Pickens. But it's so simple for the quarterback. You know why? 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2, 3. Only one of these guys is based in an alignment where they're going to lose. Look at this guy's alignment. He's got inside alignment. Stetson knows where he's going right now. And when Fitz breaks out, as soon as he breaks out, Stetson puts the ball on him. Look, he is looking nowhere else. Because the decision's been made for him based off of alignment. Watch Stetson's eyes at the snap. He's looking dead at the safety. Safety's still in inside alignment. Game over. You lose. Touchdown. Put 6 on the board for Georgia. Simple as that. But to me, if everybody wants to talk about play design or whatever, that's all great. To me, it's the identity that you just found out right now about what Georgia's going to be doing in the red zone in the future. Gone are the days where it's running 3 times and punt. Gone are the days. They're going to do this stuff right here. And they're going to win a lot more often doing this stuff right here as long as they execute. Everybody executes down here. This is that 5-0 call we saw earlier, by the way. Touchdown, Georgia, 6 points. Let me show you some more. Zamir White is so back. This ain't it, though. I mean, this is a good run. Don't get me wrong. See, even that's a good cut. It's a really good cut. But this shot right here. Watch this. Catches the ball. Whoop, whoop. Jump cut. Get vertical. I'm telling you guys, sometimes it takes 2 years, especially if you tear 2 of them up. Sometimes it takes a while. But you talking about good play design. How about this? We're in 12 personnel, 1, 2 tight ends. Pickens or somebody's all the way down here in the bottom of the screen. Remember we talked about spacing earlier? I know we're almost an hour in at this point. It was a long time ago we talked about spacing. This guy's all the way down here at the top of the numbers. What they're going to do with, I believe this is either Demetrius or Marcus Rosemi, they're going to run him off. They're going to run him on a slant. What's that do? It causes the corner to sync with him. Now we got our running back versus this guy in all this space on 1st and 10. Now it's 2nd and 1 or whatever it was. Another first down, another set of sticks. But that right there is Zamir White being back, ladies and gentlemen. Another play design right here. Y'all want to talk about play design? Y'all want to know what your offense coordinator's doing? The dude's a freaking magician. I'm telling you. Everybody got down on this offense. I saw some heinous stuff on our social media feeds. This dude knows what he's doing. He's been running split zone all damn day. Been running split zone all damn day. Been in this formation all day. Watch what the stress this puts on defenses. We got this guy coming back this way. We'll start it from the top. Sorry. All right. What's going to happen is Fitz is going to sell the same split zone motion he's been doing all night. Darnell is going to fake like he's blocking and release and run a deep over or a Dover route is what we call it, right? Deep over, Dover. That's what he's going to run right here. He's just going to run whoop. And then to compound everything, they're going to send the back this way. All right. So just think about it. This dude is reading through his tight end. His tight end goes away. Oh, play must be going that way. Wrong. Your guy now is coming out of the backfield. All 3 of these guys, 1, 2, 3, are in man-to-man responsibilities, most likely with 1, 2, and 3. So what we're going to do, we're going to play with their eye discipline all up and down the field. I got a question here, and I know the answer to it. Yeah, they were. The question from Monveri, I guess that's how you pronounce that. Wonder if Monken was 12 personnel as heavy at Tampa. He was. They led the league in 12 personnel. See, that's why I'm your guy here, boys and girls. All right, anyways, back to the misdirection. Deep over, Fitz back on the block, or back on split zone block, Kenny McIntosh out of the backfield. Just imagine being a linebacker. Watch these guys. Watch how much hesitations cost. They don't know where to go, and they're still wrong. Look how wide open this joker is. Instead, we take the deep shot to Pickens, which, hey, I'm all here for on 1st and 10. If you want to take the deep shot, but look how wide open this guy is. Because 2 guys think they got the running back. None of them ran with Darnell. All misdirection, all eye discipline, testing what the defense is doing. It's a win right there for my offensive coordinator. All right, we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Got a couple more plays. All right, so I promised you we'd take a look at the other inside draw or quarterback draw that they ran. I think this is terrific play design. You know you're going to get a lightning box. You know you're going to get an empty box. Look, now the linebacker ran all the way out. Now it's literally 4-on-5. But this is an unlucky circumstance because they wrap the defensive end dead into A-gap. See that? That's just bad luck. If there was any other stunt, this is a big play, even for a guy like Stetson Bennett. Okay, he's one-on-one with the safety up there. Probably not going to make a miss. Probably going to slide down. But still a 9-yard gain instead of a 2-yard loss. See? It's just bad luck. Sometimes the defense gets you. But if you don't know, if you're not paying attention, you're probably sitting at home going, damn it, why are we running draw on 2nd and 10? Throw the damn ball. Because you don't know what you're talking about. It's okay. That's why you're here. You're here to learn. All right. Let's show another blitz pickup. Everybody wants to crack on James Cook. Everybody wants to talk about how bad he ran the football. Y'all ain't paying attention. You're right, honey. I didn't cover the grill. Damn it. It's raining outside. My wife just texted me. Bet you didn't cover the grill. She's always right. All right. Watch this blitz pickup from James Cook. This guy's creeping. I'm going to get over there. Wham. Picks up the extra defender. And guess what? We take a shot on 3rd and 10 right here. That doesn't happen if number 4 doesn't pick up this block. I love it. And see, this is how you lose late. Okay, we saw McClendon get kind of ran around earlier. Or excuse me, Condon get ran around earlier. Watch how long he makes him run the hoop. This is what we call running the hoop. I like Warren McClendon, man. I love the way he played. 2 guys that I was really impressed with on that offensive line. Apart from Jamari Sawyer, we knew he was going to be good, or at least I did. Warren McClendon and Warren Erickson, they're going to get a lot of playing time this year. I guarantee it. All right, let's go to 1034. We talked about counting the box, talking about simple numbers, making it easy for the quarterback. I think this is the play. Yeah, this is the play. This is the opposite of what happened earlier. I think Stetson's getting a little pass happy right here because he's 20 for whatever at this point. All right, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the first front 5-man box that they've ran all day long. We've got an RPO called in. We got 1, 2 wide receivers down here. You can't see Pickens down here at the bottom. Over 1, 2, and there's another corner down here, 3. So it's 3 defenders versus 2 offensive players, one of which is going to end up being a ball carrier. And we got 5 guys in the box. Do the math, ladies and gentlemen. You got to run this ball. You got to hand this ball off. And look what would have happened. Obviously, Justin Schaefer's going to unzip his feet. That's the second time we've seen that today. But that's a gaping hole and one that Cook probably runs through. Instead, we got a 3-yard gain. Went empty, took a shot. All right, we're back in empty. Here's the thing. This is something we saw. This is LSU 101 from last year. All right, they went empty. They put their running back at the top of the screen. He's all the way up here. You can't even see him. This is the stuff that LSU won a national championship on last year. This is the stuff that Joe Burrow won a Heisman on. And Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase had a chance at a Blitnikoff pairing. I would have given to them both last year. They played that well. But this is Jermaine Burton. All they're going to do when you go empty, 9 times out of 10, you force everyone into man-to-man situations. This guy's in man. This guy's in man against this guy right here. These 2 dummies cover the same guy. They both cover Fitzpatrick, and we got a 4-man box, not a 5-man box. All right, he's locked up with Burton. The corner's out there locked up with the running back, single high safety. So what do? We run what we call a slot fade. I call it a slot seam. Some people call it a slot fade. It's a go, basically, from the number 2 wide receiver up here at the top. We just miss it right here. That's all. Just miss it. One thing I would like to see Stetson do, and this is what made Burrow so great last year, watch Bennett's eyes right off the snap. See, he's aiming left. He's looking left. I know it's a half-field read. I know you know where you're going, but that safety don't have to know where you're going. He ain't got to get into the picture. Let's really make it a one-on-one situation by not allowing the safety to get back in by reading our eyes. Those are simple things we can make an adjustment for as a quarterback. Now, sounds simple, makes it really hard to get back to that guy, but that's what reps are for. You're supposed to take 1,000 of these. So they should have thrown that ball 1,000 times this year by now. And they just miss it. It's just too far out. But he's probably throwing it that far out because he's worried about the safety getting involved. Instead, control the safety with your eyes. That's what's made Drew Brees a Hall of Famer. Accuracy and eye discipline the whole time. If you keep your eyes right, you ain't got to worry about the safety getting in. We can throw that straight up the field, and it's a touchdown. Instead, it's an incomplete. We're facing third down. All right, let's go to 11:05. This is it right here. My boy Warren Erickson. It's almost too alert by Warren Erickson. What they're running right here is this is that 5-0 call we talked about, right? It's that bear front we saw earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys down on the line of scrimmage. Watch Warren Erickson right here. He's going to pass off the stunt. This is a great job by both Warren and Trey Hill right here. Because they're running a stunt down here on the bottom of the screen. See this? 56 is coming back in. He's wrapping in. We call this a TE game stunt. Okay, tackle in. They're gaming. They're twisting. Trey does a great job getting back inside. Boom. Warren is just being a little too alert. He's got his eyes inside. Instead, he should just trust his buddy. He should trust the guy next to him, know he's got it picked up instead of coming off. He comes off, and now his guy's running free to the quarterback. Man, I love me some Kyrus Jackson. I think if you put a helmet on Kyrus Jackson and told him to run through a brick wall, he'd say, how hard do you want me to hit it? That dude's tough as nails. All right, little minor adjustment here. Remember I told you earlier I got weird tendencies when I'm watching tape. I look for little things, which if you ain't noticed by now, it's a game of little things. That's what makes football so great. Look at this guy. Let's go back to the clip before. I want y'all to see if you noticed it, because I noticed it the first time I watched it. What the hell is about to happen by Justin Schaefer? Okay, here's the first clip. Let's look at the stance. Okay, nice, normal stance. He looks like everybody else. Everybody's in the same line, all that good stuff. Okay, let's watch the next rep. He falls on his face right there. Classic. All right, look at this. See how his butt's much lower? Now he's off the line. Everything's a little different. If you know football, you know what's happening right now. That left guard's pulling. I bet my life's savings on it. A, because I've seen it. B, because I knew immediately when I watched it. He's pulling. Good defenses pick up on that stuff. They ain't going to be out there screaming it, but they're going to shift. This linebacker, who does a phenomenal job right here, by the way. Watch this guy. Whew. Talk about filling a hole. Guys start understanding what you're doing. They start watching tape like I do. They can see your tendencies just like I do. This guy's taught to read through the guard, and he sees pull away, so he immediately fills gap right here. This could be a better down block from Warren McClendon and Darnell Washington, but they probably haven't repped this a ton. Okay, what they're trying to do is they're trying to block everybody down, including this guy. He's inside leverage to Darnell. They're trying to block him all the way down, pull Schaefer for the play side inside linebacker, and get Fitz to come out here and kick. Okay, so these two, Warren McClendon and Darnell, are supposed to gather this defensive lineman and push him into the backside inside linebacker. What ends up happening is they just get swallowed up. They never get there. No one gets off. Okay, McClendon's got to gather that guy, pull him to his face, and Darnell's got to get off to this backside inside linebacker. But it never happens. They still pick it up, though, because Zeus is Zeus. But it should have been, the design is good. The design should have been a touchdown, but it's not. Oh, this is my last clip for tonight. Zamir is so back, baby. He is so back. Jump cut. Zamir is back. I'm not a Georgia fan, but I'm a fan of that kid, man. What a story that guy has. All right, folks. That's been it. That's an hour and 10 minutes of flat out phenomenal football knowledge. If you agree, come back next week. We'll try to do it again. And if you missed any portion of tonight's show, it'll be up on the YouTube page. But before you run over there, run over to Dogs Daily, folks. I'm not just a film guy. All this stuff that we just showed you, all this stuff pops up in my analysis as a writer. Okay? All of it. If you want to know what's really going on the ins and outs, look, I don't claim to be an insider. We get some inside information, don't get me wrong. But I claim to be a guy that knows football and knows how to tell you what's really going on with your football team. So if they play like crap, I can sit here and tell you why they played like crap, and I can write about how they played like crap. And from a knowledgeable basis, not just some idiot that watched the game and said, oh, they were down 7-5 at halftime. They must have played like crap. Oh, they ran the ball for 45 first half. The offensive line must have played like crap. Yeah, those things are easy to point out. It's not easy to tell you the why. That's what I do. That's what your job's supposed to be, in my opinion, as an analyst, as a reporter, give you the why. And I think I did a great job of that tonight. So anytime you want to hit me up, you can find me at Brooks Austin SI on Twitter. I know some of you guys are coming from Facebook, some of them from YouTube, some of you from Twitter. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been by far been the best live stream I've had. That's why I kept running it as long as I did. And I think I'm going to make this a good portion of it because you guys seem to love it. And I like doing it, to be honest with you. I like talking football. I think the tech held up as well tonight. So I appreciate the technology, appreciate the guys over there at StreamYard that put this together. Most of all, I appreciate you guys. We will see you next time. I'll try to do these on Monday nights just so it's still relevant, still fresh, and I'm not talking about last week's game on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So thank you, Kibo. I'm going to go cover that grill up and get soaked. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We will see you next time. And that's the goal right there. I learned a lot. That's the whole goal. You should feel better about the scheme. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.